What's going on, traders? Hopefully everybody's doing good. My name is Darius and today we're going to make again some analysis. Yeah guys, last week was crazy, so that was one of my trades that I took, so 27R in profit, and here another one which was 10R in profit. At the end, actually would have been even more possible. I also gained over here 7R on this trade. This one I failed actually, but this is where I got the confirmation that I needed to switch to shorts on the GBPUSD, and I'm so thankful that I made that failure, because this is how I could recognize afterwards that I should get involved into the short. I closed it exactly over here at 27R, and if I would have been holding it all the way to the downside, then this trade would have been an amazing 100R trade. Here we had an opportunity to get a re-entry, but I was not on the charts anymore because I closed it already with 27R, and I explained everything in the inner circle. So I explained them this scenario already before the price even started to push up, that I wanted to go long in the first way. So also here in the past, I took a long trade, then price moved up. Then I explained to them that I'm looking for longs because I wanted to see price tapping into the supply zone, but it is not absolutely necessary, and this is what the market actually did. It pushed up higher, but it didn't trigger, so it didn't tap into the supply zone. But this is something which we need to accept, and this is why I even looked to get involved into a long position again, because that would be my target. Now, because of this demand here didn't work out, I switched immediately to the short. So that was just a quick introduction. Everything was shared with the inner circle traders, and also the plan that we have currently for the GU, Euro, USD, and so on. Now in this video, I'm going to make you familiar with the directions that we're looking for. So don't forget, guys, to follow us on Instagram to not miss any new stories, because we share there a lot of valuable things. And also don't forget to subscribe to YouTube to not miss any new videos. And also, if you are ready to get educated, you got a free education playlist over here. For example, this one, how to make really money in the Forex market using risk management. And this education playlist will be right now completely created with new content, so make sure to be also there tuned. So guys, I would say we are going to jump right into the analysis, and we will start with the EURUSD. Now on the EURUSD, if we are starting here from scratch from a weekly time frame, what we can see here is kind of a situation where the price was very bearish. So let me just delete this one, we don't need that. So you can see pretty clear how the price dropped crazy to the downside over here, creating this bearish movement, and right now we tapped into this demand zone and we got another one just below. Now I'm going to show you right now that these zones are from a daily perspective. This one is one from a weekly perspective as well. So you could have been using this whole thing as one big weekly zone as well. It's also possible, but this is something which why not bring us really further, because we will like to minimize our zones so that we can take a very tight stop loss at the end. So the idea is currently that the price could from here potentially go up higher, but how far? Well, the price could actually go up till the zone here or till the zone there before price will continue to drop down lower. So I'm going to delete this one because we don't need that one, and I made an analysis already on TradingView where I explained everything. But here in this video, I'm going to go more into the details. Now, where the price currently is definitely below this liquidity zone, which means the price currently can decide by itself what it will do. Are we going to redistribute here to push the price lower, or are we going to accumulate here the price to push it afterwards higher and then potentially lower afterwards? These options we have currently, and we need to deal with them. We need to find the right one, and to find the right one, we are ready to take losses as well. That's kind of the way of my strategy. This is why I do not care if we're going to lose one, because with the next one we will bank a lot. This is what I shared on TradingView, and this is what the market actually did. My idea was that we will target this liquidity zone to go up higher, because exactly here is where the whole retailers are looking to get involved into a short. And look at this, how powerful the market broke it. Now with the break above, it was clear that the price will need to go down lower because it grabbed liquidity above this high, it grabbed liquidity above this trend line, and price, boom, started to drop pretty hard to the downside, and it also reacted pretty good at our demand zone that we defined exactly there. Now the idea is that price could still go lower and also to the upside. This is why I'm currently not in a trade. I'm just watching for price to potentially go lower, and then I'm going to look for a nice potential up move afterwards, or I expect the price to go up higher, and then I'm trying to get involved into a long afterwards. So these two options I have currently, and I'm not right now ready to get involved into a trade from this zone here because it's right now just way too risky. Okay, you can see how manipulative this whole thing is. You can see how the price is overall generating liquidity here on a range. That's why it's not good. Look at this liquidity was taken, tapped into our demand zone, price respected it, went to the upside, but look at this, immediately it dropped lower. So this is why price currently is not decided what it will do. This is why me personally also will not take any trade on the EURUSD from this zone where we are currently. So you know my directions right now. I'm bullish on it, but I still expect price to potentially go lower before that. And if price will just push up, I'm looking in a correction to get involved into a long afterwards. That's it, very easy. Let's continue with the GBP USD. Now on the GBP USD, I'm going to just delete right now everything, make everything from scratch. From a weekly standpoint, well, let's just make everything clean. From a weekly standpoint, price is currently rejecting this supply zone over there, right? So price tapped into it 2 times. It created here some kind of liquidity. Price dropped to the downside. Right now the question is, are we going to push back to the upside or are we going to drop to the downside? Well, actually, if you follow structure, it is still way too bearish. So we cannot decide that one right now. But what we can identify is in key level over there. So price potentially could go and target this before it will go up higher afterwards. So it's not clear. But what is clear is that after every single bearish movement, we will see something. And it's what we've seen here, and we've seen here, and we've seen there. So we've seen some proper corrections, but at least they are very small. So what I wanted to see right now is a correction like this, okay? Correction like this. That these pushes to the upside. This is something which is still missing on the GU, but of course it's not absolutely necessary. And this is what we need to wait here, of course, for additional confirmations. Now what we got here else is we got a supply zone, and that's kind of my target for our corrections, because what we've seen here is liquidity, right? We targeted this liquidity, and we could use this liquidity right now to push the price up higher. But the question right now, is there enough liquidity, or do we need to really drop down before pushing into that zone? That's a really good question. This is what we need to wait for further confirmation. Now, what we've seen right now in the 4 hours is that the market kind of switched, right? The market is about right now to go bullish, and therefore what the market could do right now is this kind of a drop to the downside. So I'm currently looking interesting to get involved into a long position, could be there, but also here is a potential that the price will respect it. More than likely, I will target the lower one. This one doesn't look that good for me. This one is much better from my point of view. So currently getting involved into a long is very good. If price will give us another correction to the downside, we can see price is here kind of in a bullish trend, and whenever you see something like that, you can expect to a very high chance something like this. It's just my opinion, guys. We'll see what will occur, but from my point of view, it is kind of confirmed that the price will push up higher. So at least that we will see right now correction to test something around this area is possible. Gold. Yeah, gold is still a cheeky one, to be honest, because this market is since January 2021, so since the beginning of this year, it is bearish. Yes, we had pushes to the upside, but the over structure and everything is bearish. And what the price is here only doing is targeting liquidity to liquidity, liquidity to liquidity. That's why the price is currently pushing here. Now our chances right now, what I see in only two options, price could go a little bit more into the depth of the supply zone and then giving us a hard correction, which could be a pretty nice short trade, or you're trying to go long here right through that level because you see this is liquidity. And we just say, yeah, okay, this is not an important supply zone for me. I expect price to just break it and to go up into this area, and at that area we'll look to go involved into a short. So that's a personal decision. In this case, we do not have a confirmation what the price will really do, but what I expect more than likely is that price will give us right now at least some sort of correction. This is what we can put our stop loss to break even, and then if the price will really push up higher, we could try another short position from that zone, put a break even there as well, and we will even get a higher risk reward in that case. That's how I see currently gold. And also, you guys see a high liquidity zone which price could even target it if it will really do it. If we will see right now a short like this, I'm not sure about it, but yes, it is really possible. USD JPY. Yeah, USD JPY is currently one of the best setups that I can see. I feel it to be very bearish, to be honest. So the thing right now on the USD JPY is like that because you are currently already respecting this resistance zone over here, the structural point, and price already gave us a quick reaction. So if you're just measuring right now the pips, it's crazy. So I called it out. I called it even out on YouTube that I see it bearish. I called it out on TradingView, and I explained it very detailed to my students because so many trades occurred there, which is absolutely crazy. So a 200 pip movement, but also several pip movements to the upside as well, and it was really not difficult. Now, I'm not sure if you can remember, but I also gave you here, this is a demand zone, and I told you that we have so many touches that the price will really break it. What the market did is exactly that. It broke it to the downside. Right now the question is, what is the price about to do? Well, from my point of view, this whole thing switched right now super bearish, and I see price respecting right now this supply zone, and the price should actually go lower and potentially test some zones here. So you got here actually even two zones. I do not care which one the price will target. I will just close the first one because the risk reward is insane here. 4 hours looks like price is about to turn bearish, so we see strong momentum to the downside. What the price right now could do is to tap in one more time here to the upside and then to drop. So not sure if it will just drop from here or if it will give us one push up and drop lower. I'm not sure. Very unrealistic from my point of view is that the price will just go like this and short, or to go like this and to be long. These two options are not really the one that I'm looking for. I'm just looking on these two ones, and if they will fail, then I will accept it. That's it. Then we'll just look for another pair because I'm not sure how I will really get involved in these ones. I will monetize this one, of course, but this one for the push into the nowhere is not really the setup that I'm looking for currently. So this one I will not even have that on my watch list, this scenario. This one, yes. These two anyway. But yeah, let's see, guys. Well, actually, that's the video. If you would like to join us, guys, join the inner circle, get mentored by me, watching all my videos that I've been publishing there about how I trade, step-by-step plan, really very easy to understand at the end. The only thing which you will need to bring with you is a lot of motivation, a lot of commitment, and you need to backtest, guys. You really need to train this kind of thing because you need to build your own experience. That's the whole goal of this. That's the golden rule in this case, that you would really put a lot of effort to exercise. I even have an exercise part over here in my Discord channel where I'm going to review your charts and analysis, and I will explain you what I've done different than you, and this is how I can actually help you much faster to get into the right way. In addition, what I also do, guys, is weekly Zoom calls on German and in English in both languages, and we will discuss the whole week. We will go into personal questions that you have, and of course also some new content, some refinement stuff, and that's it, guys. So if you would like to join us, check out the link down below. The community is on point. I really enjoy working with you all, guys, and see you then in the next videos. Bye bye.